I'm really nervous. Oh, I didn't like this. Okay, click it. Okay. So, 2 years ago, I did an interview with SBSK. It was in January 2021, I think. And it's a channel that I have been watching for years. So it was very cool for me to be on the channel, and really scary because I had never really shown my face online before. And I have been doing that more since, as you can see. But I haven't really watched the interview after that. Of course, I did watch the interview when he, after the interview, he edited it and sent it to me to check if I was okay with it. So I watched it then, but I actually I didn't watch it. I covered my face, and I think I muted the sound a little bit, and I only watched the subtitles to see if it was okay. I don't know. But I didn't really watch it because I was too scared. I didn't really feel good about the interview afterwards, for many reasons. I was beating myself up over the fact that I stuttered so much, which was actually fine because it was an interview about stuttering. But, I had really prepared it a bit too much probably, and I just wanted to say some specific things. And I felt like it was maybe forced. It felt forced, and I stuttered a lot because it wasn't. I couldn't really be spontaneous. So yeah, I just felt frustrated, and I remember my face was pretty red in the video. I think I skipped through it. So yeah, I felt a bit embarrassed about that as well. Okay, I had been talking a lot about side things, so I'm just gonna do what this video is about, and I'm gonna watch the interview for the first time. I'm pretty nervous. I'm just scared that I say things that I don't agree with now, or that I think are maybe unhelpful. I'm basically mostly scared of that. And just, of course, looking at myself is uncomfortable. I'm really nervous. Okay. How long is it? 13 minutes. Oh, I didn't like this. Okay, click it. I'm gonna put the sound down a little bit.
Right now we're going to meet Willemai. Willemai is a person who stutters from the Netherlands. Let's do this. Willemai, what do you want the world to know about you?
That you just have to wait a little longer for the things I'm trying to say. Are you also listening to what I'm saying? I'm struggling a lot in this video. Yeah. I think it's fine because it's realistic. This happens, that you want to do something and your stutter really gets in the way, and you stutter a lot and you get stuck. And I think that's realistic, so it's fine that this is how it happened. I just feel a bit bad for her because I'm like, okay, maybe take a break. And yeah, I have some more ways now to chill. But yeah, I'm not sure if I would be able to use them in a similar situation like that, like in an interview that was important to me. So yeah, it's just hard to compare. But this was like the first time I did something like this, or even talk in front of a camera. So I understand it completely. I just feel a bit bad for her.
Do you have any other diagnoses besides stuttering?
O- OCD and social anxiety and some other things.
How did you learn to act even when you feel anxious?
I learned how to do it because I was anxious all the time, but I still wanted to live my life. So yeah, I just really try to be okay with being anxious while still doing the things I care about.
If there's a kid watching this video
Ooh,
who
that's gonna
stutters,
be
what would you
that's
say to them?
something I'm worried about, this question. But what I wanted to add is that now I got way better at that as well. I'm still doing that, like doing things that make me anxious because I just want to live my life. And actually, if I would have this interview now, I wouldn't say that I have OCD anymore. I don't have the symptoms anymore. I don't do compulsions anymore. And yeah, it isn't an issue anymore. And I had never expected that a year ago. But now I'm free from it. How do I say? Yeah, it's a really long story, but last year the OCD kind of exploded and I couldn't really live with it anymore. And that's how I recovered from it because basically there was no other option and it was really hard and it wasn't nice. But I came out okay on the other end. How do you say it? On the other end of anxiety, I got through it, and I don't have OCD anymore now, so that's really nice. And this is the part that I am most nervous about because it's about advice to children, and oh no, wait, I think that's about parent. Well, we'll see.
If there's a kid watching this video who stutters, what would you say to them?
And that you can also be successful with a stutter. I think it's okay to try to be more fluent, but always ask the child what it wants. It's the fact that it fluctuates really much. Like
Really much.
before this, I was
Do you ever make art about stuttering?
yeah, I'm actually making art about that too. I try to collect stories of people who have a stutter and still just like became um, whatever they wanted.
When I start swallowing in the middle of a sentence, it also means that I'm really nervous. Yeah, it's interesting. I can really tell that or if I look at this now, I'm like, oh, I don't talk like that very often anymore. Like, I don't really try to push it out as much anymore. Now, if I am in a situation where I feel like I will stutter a lot, then I don't put so much pressure on myself anymore to get the words out. I instead of like back then when I would end up in a nervous situation, I would put even more pressure on myself to get the words out. But now, if I am in a nervous situation, I just try to be slow and really take my time. And it is a lot nicer.
And that really helps me as well to see that you can also be successful with a stutter. and you don't have to be fluent to accomplish things.
Willemai, thank you for doing this interview. I had a great time getting to know you.
Yes, I really enjoyed it, and it was really hard.
Why was it hard?
Because stuttering is exhausting sometimes.
Mentally or physically?
No, I think right now it's mostly physically exhausting because like my stomach is like really like I am tensing up all my muscles to try to get the words out.
Yeah, so now I don't do that often anymore. Instead, I just take it even more slow and I take more breaks and I pause and I'm chill.
My last question, what's your biggest goal for the future?
Yeah, to just
I don't think I had goals.
live my life how I wanted to, and be okay with whatever my stutter decides to do.
I really enjoyed that conversation with Willemai, and I'm going to put a link to her art down below if you'd like to go and check that out. The biggest takeaway I took from that conversation is that a person does not need to fix their stutter in order to be worthy.
Nice.
A person with a stutter is just as valuable as anybody else.
Cute. Yeah, so at the end he showed my comic strip, which was really nice because after the interview, I remember the interview went online in the evening, I think, and I got so many notifications. I was just refreshing it. Oh, I remember I was so anxious, like my heart was, I was like sweating because I got so many messages at the same time. Yeah, I think it's just really nice about the SBSK audience that people really try to, how do you say it, support the people in the interviews because they only would have found my Instagram if they watched the whole video through or if they actually searched for my Instagram. And the fact that so many people reached out to me and sent me a message, I think it's super awesome. But this was actually fine. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I was super nervous in the beginning and I noticed as the video continued, I got more chill and more spontaneous, and then talking is easier. So, and I was saying okay things, like I didn't say harmful things, I think. Yeah, I was just worried that I was gonna give bad advice to parents on how to deal with if their children have a stutter, because I still don't know what the best option in that situation is. Like if I would have a child that has a stutter, I also wouldn't really know what to do. So I was afraid that I was gonna give unhelpful advice in this video, but I think the advice was okay. So yeah, it's good. And now I'm gonna read some of the comments. I have been reading them. Actually, yeah, I find it scarier to watch the interview than to actually read the comments, which is kind of weird. But the top comment is, let's just admire the fact that this young lady is more eloquent with her stutter in a second language than many native English speakers. What a star. Thank you. As a person with a speech impediment, this truly inspired me to not let others get to me. I am a human being just like everyone else. I love this girl. Thanks. Oh, there's so many people sharing like very personal stories. Actually, yeah, and the comments are, I think 99% are really positive and supportive comments. I expected like maybe haters to end up on this video, but I rarely see mean comments. So I sorted the comments on the newest comment, and the first one is, "This girl's stuttering is great. It sounds like she's beatboxing. Pretty nice." I've heard this before. I have a friend who also stutters, and well, most of my friends are people who stutter, and he always describes different people's stutter, and he says that mine has like a rhythm, so he's like boom, boom, boom. Honestly, this stutter couldn't be worse. I would not want to have that. Good for her for getting through it. Yeah, in the video it is like I am stuttering a lot, but it's just a moment, and it's only in the beginning, and it fluctuates a lot, and it's difficult, but yeah, I indeed get through it. I suggest to the young lady that she figures out how to master her mind so that she controls it and it does not control her. She must learn, search for all the tools necessary to do so, or her speech and current mindset will control her throughout her life. It is a war against you yourself. It's a mind game. If your soul spirit doesn't win the game, you lose. Master yourself. I speak from 59 years of stuttering bad. Get disciplined and do the mind speech work you need to do, whether you feel like it or not. Best in life to you. Yeah, I commented on that. Why? Because this sounds like so much work, and I just want to chill and spend my time on other things, on like creative projects and stuff. And in my experience, the more you work hard on trying to fix something, the more it doesn't work. And I think this is also the case for stuttering. If you try to fix it, it becomes a problem and it gets worse for me. So I just chill and it's fine. Sorry, there's some weird comments in there. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading. Okay, so there are some weird comments, but most of it is super nice and supportive, as I said, and I'm super grateful that people who stutter can find this video and have a more maybe positive, also a positive view on stuttering, because most videos on stuttering are about how to fix it and how to get rid of it, and basically on how to hate on your stutter, hate on it until it goes away or something. But so it's nice that there are also some videos that are more about being kind towards yourself, or at least that's what my art is about, and people can find my art through this video, so that's awesome. Like, it's 2 years later and I still make art on that Instagram account, and I still get so much love and interaction and nice conversations, and yeah, it really feels like I'm doing something valuable and something fulfilling, and I think that's one of the things that can make you the happiest in life. So yes, so this was actually fine. I was really nervous about it. I was afraid I was going to say the wrong thing, that I looked weird or anything. And yeah, it's all fine. I might look a bit weird, but that's also fine. Yeah, okay. This was good. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys probably next week. Bye. By the way, if you want to support me on Patreon, I have a Patreon. It's in the description down below. Thank you.